Hey guys.
Hey guys.
We're back with another sci-fi review, this time reviewing the sci-fi original series Wynonna Earp, Season 1, Episode 7, titled Walking After Midnight. If you haven't seen it yet and you want to avoid any spoilers, skip this video and come back later because everything we say from this point forward is going to be a spoiler. I know it's probably pretty repetitive and we say it every single week, but this was the absolute best episode so far.
This one was fantastic.
It was so good.
And on the commercials, I'm Googling leather fringe jacket, ammo belt, like everything. I'm like, I gotta cosplay Wynonna Earp now. She's awesome.
Wynonna Earp is so cool, but you know what? The standout for me in this episode was
Waverly.
Yes. Waverly was awesome in this episode.
I actually thought about that too, but I'm like, Waverly has like a certain style that just doesn't work for me.
and she doesn't have like a signature costume.
No,
like
she doesn't. Like she has a different outfit every single week, and they're all pretty standout. So it'd be hard to cosplay her and be recognizable. And I thought the same thing about Officer Hot too. I was like, well, I do have that redhead wig that I got for Anastasia.
Like it would be a great
group cosplay.
Yes, that.
Yeah, like if it was a group, it would work fantastic.
Like you have a Wynonna, a Waverly, an Officer Hot,
yeah, as long as you have a Wynonna, you're probably pretty good.
If I could grow a decent mustache, I would totally rock a Doc Holliday. I just can't. I can't grow that mustache. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah,
it would take 3 years for me to do that. So, tons of stuff happened in this episode, and the really cool thing was nothing really felt rushed. I felt like we got an adequate amount of each thing that they were doing.
Yeah, and the standouts in this episode, not only was Waverly, but I also thought Officer Hot was a big standout. Like, we finally got... Or she was just been kind of minor in all the episodes so far, but she felt very prominent in this episode.
And we got to spend some extensive time with Officer Hot. And she's still very interested in Waverly, but you know, she spent some time bonding a little bit with Wynonna, which was great. I liked it a lot. Yeah. Also, Dolls, while he wasn't in the episode that much, we find out that his boss, something seems really sketchy with her.
Yeah, like she's in with the Revenants or something.
Yeah, I think she's complicit somehow in whatever's going on in Purgatory. Doll's boss has something going on with it.
Yeah, like they're not buying any of the evidence he's giving, and I'm like, what more do you need? Like, seriously?
I'm really bummed that the blacksmith died in this episode.
Me too. I really
love
liked
that
the
character.
Blacksmith.
I like that character a lot, and I'm really sad that she died. And it was a cool scene though.
Yeah.
Like at the beginning when she had the salt around her and she was holding off the Stone Witch as long as she could until she did that dehydration spell, and she had to come out for the water. As far as developments for future episodes, we find out some really important information about Doc Holliday. He is somehow attached to the Stone Witch. He shot her in the shoulder. He took the wound as well, so they are bound in some way. So if he kills her, what happens to Doc?
Yeah, which he caught right away. Like, he was like, was Doc favoring his shoulder? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And then all of a sudden you see the shoulder has a bullet wound. You
saw it really far in the background. He's doing this, like, ow, what's going on? And I'm like, what? He shot her in the shoulder and now he's, working it out here. What's going on?
He might not be able to kill her. In fact, nobody may be able to kill her without him dying. So that kind of leads me, like, he wants his revenge so bad and he's been sitting in a well for so long. Is he willing to die to kill her? Because I'm not sure that he's not.
I think Doc Holliday would totally be willing to die to kill her.
Yeah.
But would Wynonna be willing to kill Doc by killing her?
To kill her, yeah.
Like, I think Wynonna would actually get in the way of that.
Yeah.
And even if Wynonna wouldn't, I think Waverly would. Because the relationship between Doc and Wynonna is... it's a conflicting relationship. They're at each other's throats almost just as much as they're friends.
Yeah, it's one of those like love-hate relationships. Yeah. Like they adore each other, but they also kind of hate each other.
Yeah. But I think Waverly and Doc have a genuine friendship.
Yeah, and I think Waverly and Doc are almost like brother and sister.
Yeah.
Like, I think she thinks of him as a brother almost. And so there's no sister on this planet who would allow her brother to die.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think probably Waverly will get in the way of Doc's mission to kill the Stone Witch. Probably more so than Wynonna will. Also, Waverly went ahead and destroyed the skull.
Yeah.
So the Stone Witch, she's going to be out for vengeance now too. So it's going to be all kinds of stuff going on with the Stone Witch. Like, is Doc still going to try to kill her? I think probably, but I think when Waverly will probably stop him. But the Stone Witch is also going to be going after Waverly. So Doc's going to have to protect Waverly. Waverly's going to have to protect Doc from himself. It's going to be crazy. Like, Waverly and Doc, to me, have the most interesting stories in the show.
Yeah, they totally do.
Yeah. And Waverly reminds me a lot of Kenzie in Lost Girl.
Yeah. Like, during the show, he's like, doesn't she kind of remind you of Kenzie? Like, yeah, she does. She totally does. Like, kind of lighthearted and happy despite what's going on. Like, she just has this bubbly personality regardless. So we said that Officer Hot got some development in this episode. And, you know, at first we were kind of leery of Officer Hot, and this episode did everything in its powers to kind of deny that. Like, it's her and Wynonna kind of bonded over a corpse, and just stuff that made it seem like she wasn't all that bad, but I still don't trust her.
Like, at one point in the episode, even Wynonna doesn't really trust Officer Hot. She's like, well, you know, how do I know you don't have a deck of cards in your pocket? You could have been in there and you could have put that card in the corpse's mouth. And that's true. She totally could have.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the episode, they've both disappeared and the car is just drifting down the road. And, of course, Doc Holliday discovered it. So, I mean, it's possible, I guess, that Officer Hot could have taken Wynonna.
Yeah, this totally could be a bait and switch too. Like, she could be completely innocent of this whole thing and she just likes Waverly, and it's just bad timing in the show to make us feel like she's got bad intentions and she could just be completely innocent. Or, like you said, she could have taken Wynonna.
Right now, I am totally Team Hot. I think she's probably okay.
I'm still kind of leery.
But I wouldn't be surprised if something ends up being really, really off about her.
Yeah.
Even if it's just like this stalkery, crazy person.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with the original story.
But right now, I am 100% Team Hot. I totally trust her. I think she's okay.
She's better than Waverly's boyfriend anyway.
Oh, God. I hated that guy, Champ.
Yeah.
I'm so glad she broke up with him. I hated him so much. Okay, I think that's pretty much it for this review. If you caught something that we missed, let us know down in the comments. We'd love to hear it. Also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to tell us by dropping a like on it and subscribe for more reviews.
And thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Cha-cha. I don't want to kiss you in case I'm sick. Did you lick me?
Yes.
Oh.